This is Raleigh for Fish Keeping Jamaica. I'm in the Caribbean, and my guest is on the other side of where I'm at. Welcome to another On the Spot with Raleigh. My guest is Mr. Colin, or should I say, Sir Colin. Welcome.
Hi Raleigh, so nice to meet you and talk to you today. Thanks so much for inviting me.
So, Sir Colin, I hope you don't mind me calling you Sir Colin. Right, Sir Colin. Colin. Alright, good. I would like to discuss with you the compatibility of having shrimps, or crayfish in an aquarium, tank, or pond, along with fish. Stay tuned. So, Mr. Sir Colin, many fish keepers, including the noobs, the newcomers, the newbies, the novice, are lacking the the knowledge as to whether or not keeping shrimp in a tank with fish is a good idea. Right, some shrimp might not be compatible with some fish, right? What's your opinion?
The question of what you keep with fish in an aquarium is one where many people have lots of different ideas depending on what they want to do with their aquarium. A lot of creatures in nature are always looking to eat each other. So of course that does mean you have to think carefully about what goes together and will be harmonious. And in an aquarium, which is a very confined space, the animals can't get away from each other easily if they're going to be food. So it's important that creatures living together are harmonious, otherwise they will damage each other. Damage leads to infection, that leads to disease, that then can spread to everything. So it is important that you have creatures to live together, that live well together, and usually if it fits inside another one's mouth, that's always where it will end up. So creatures larger than mouth size, and some research about what is slow moving, fast moving. There's compatibility regarding the lifestyle of the creatures, and you need to be sure that if you do put creatures together, that they're not going to cause a disease outbreak and they're not going to be bad for each other.
Okay, that's interesting. That's cool. Wow. So, do you think shrimps are snack for some?
Now, with shrimp, there are many different types of shrimp, and the shrimp I've started keeping lately are dwarf shrimp, so they're very small. And these little dwarf shrimp are never in any way a danger to fish. But there are larger forms of shrimp, and of course there's larger crustaceans again, like crayfish. And here in Australia we have got freshwater crayfish. They're called yabbies, and many pet stores do have yabbies for sale. And a yabby, as a small crayfish, does have the claws, and they are a very aggressive scavenger, and as such they're always looking to eat anything that they can get their pincers on and chew. And they will chew on plants, they'll chew on a stationary fish.
I really don't understand. I saw a video recently where a shrimp, although large, actually caught and killed and ate about a 2.5-inch goldfish, right? And the fish was like really large, and the crayfish was like probably about the same size of the fish. What do you think?
I was surprised keeping the clown loaches, which are my favourite fish. My fish tank really is a clown loach fish tank, and I keep things which will be okay with the clown loaches. And clown loaches can go with small fish, can go with big fish, can go with slow, peaceful, can go with fast, aggressive. Clown loaches can really go with everything. So I've been really impressed, and I thought the clown loaches would be a hunter, and they would hunt the shrimp and they would just eat the shrimp, because they do that with snails. But with all the plants in my tank, I've been really surprised that the shrimp are so easily able to just stay out of the clown loach's way. But the clown loaches have actually not been looking at the shrimp. The clown loaches just ignore them. And I've got a big red-tailed shark, I've got gouramis, I've got the clown loaches, and I thought it wouldn't work, but like I say, they're just breeding like crazy, and it's going to be a shrimp tank, fish tank, very, very soon. So I'm really loving it.
So in a sense, it was like an experiment, feeding the loaches feeding their loaches live food by virtue of providing the opportunity in which the shrimps will be there and they'll be hunting it. But it work against you, right? It's funny. That's funny. Okay. Would you suggest shrimp be kept in their own tank setup? Yeah. What's your opinion about keeping shrimp in its own tank?
Shrimp obviously can be kept on their own in their own shrimp specialised tanks, and that's a very good way to keep them. Although the ones that I'm keeping in my community aquarium, they are just going crazy breeding and they're taking over. So the fish that I thought would be eating the shrimp are actually leaving all the shrimp alone. And the shrimp are now almost making the fish tank into a shrimp tank. Though at night time when fish are sleeping, crayfish in particular and some larger shrimps may well be nibbling on fish. So that would not be a good thing for the fish. But these dwarf shrimp that I'm keeping are very, very small. So they are no problem at all to keep in my community aquarium.
Now, I've watched several of your videos, and I've seen where in which you have experience in keeping shrimp, right? Could you share with my viewers as to your experience with keeping shrimp, in your tank setup?
Now, shrimp with fish, as long as the shrimp have got hiding places, they will easily look after themselves. They'll stay away from fish if the fish get too close. With filters, it's important, of course, with a canister power filter, motorized filter, that the strong water suction and the intake pipe doesn't suck all the shrimps up into the filter, because it will make a mess, and they'll end up dying in the filter, which would not be very, very good for the shrimp or for the water quality. So if you're going to have a powerized filter on a shrimp aquarium, I would recommend putting a sponge over the filter inlet, and that'll make it that the shrimp will not be sucked up. It's been great talking to you, Raliegh, and I thank you for inviting me onto your channel, and I wish you and all the listeners around the world, but especially in Jamaica, all the very best, and I'm sure we'll talk again.
You got it.
Thank you, buddy.
Join myself, FKJ, and Sir Colin. We continue to share thoughts on having shrimp and fish together in tank or pond, and probably this discussion may even lead else. And thanks for watching Fish Keeping Jamaica. Remember to subscribe, share and like.